everyone, welcome to my Pilates circle workout. This is going to be a 15-20 minute workout using the Pilates circle to give our strength a little bit of a boost. Hopefully you feel energized and you really enjoy the session. As always, take your time, work as you feel comfortable and just stop and rest as you need to. Okay, so we'll pop the circle down for a moment. We're going to start by just getting ourselves warmed up. So as always, come and find yourself in the center of your mat. We want the ankles, knees and hips stacked in that nice alignment, and we're just finding that center, feeling connected. We're going to release the hands down and we're just going to begin by rolling those shoulders. So just beginning to bring that focus into the body, releasing any tension away from the neck and shoulders. And we're going to go here for 3, 2, 1. Nice and slowly, we're going to raise those arms up into the air. And then take those hands down, raising those arms into the air, and then taking them down. So again, we're feeling that nice reach and release around the neck, the shoulders, the upper back area. And we can start to coordinate that breath, one of the big principles of our Pilates practice. So inhaling the arms up, exhaling them down. Nice big inhale, and exhale. And again, see if we can reach those fingers a little bit taller, a little bit wider, just to give us that nice stretch and release. Fantastic. And we're going to do 2 more here. 1 more. And then release those hands. Perfect. Now we're going to take it to our walking series. So a little bit of work to warm up the ankles, the calf area. So beginning just with the hands and the hips, we're going to start pressing through the feet. So we're just starting to stretch through the toes, get those ankles warmed up, calf muscles, legs going. And a little tip for this is really press through your feet. Sometimes if we're trying to press into the hips, we might find we're swishing side to side. So very much wanting to keep those hips centered, that good connection through your core, and really making those ankles work. Okay. So we're going to release those hands down, keep those legs going, and then just warming up the arms. So beginning to take hands to shoulder, warming up those bicep muscles. We're ready for our circle work shortly. So you can keep it going at a nice steady rhythm here. If you want to get that heart rate elevated, get that blood pumping for our warm up, we can start to take it a little bit quicker. So again, as we take it faster, sometimes those hips might want to be swishing side to side, so make sure we're keeping that pressure through the feet. And we've got 5 more. And 4, and 3, 2, and 1, and release. Well done. Now we're going to take those feet nice and wide. We want the toes turning at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. And just check that you've still got that nice alignment through your heels. We're going to take it into our nice wide squats, warming up the hip, the knee, and the ankle area. So think about keeping that chest lifted. We want feet staying in contact with the mat, especially the heel. And when you're ready, we're going to soften those knees. Hands reach forward, knees out to the sides of the room, and then slowly come back up, release the hands. So again, have a little check-in with that foot posture. Thinking about keeping those heels glued down. Can you keep that little arch between your mat and the inner foot lifted? Wonderful. And to begin with, see how your knees feel. If you wish, you can just go a little bit, and then as the knees get warmer, you can always come down a little bit lower. Keeping that chest lifted. And on the next thing, then let's add in that breathing. Exhaling as we lower. Inhaling back up. Exhaling. Inhaling, fantastic. We've got 5 more. Well done. And 4. And 3. 2. 1 more. And then we're going to hold it here. So the lower you go, the harder work it is. So maybe come up a touch and you can adjust as you need to. Hands can stay forward or hands on the hips, whatever feels better for yourself. We're going to lift up that left heel, slowly lower. Right heel, slowly lower. So we're starting to work those legs a little bit harder. We've got those thigh muscles working, but also in this position we're working that deeper calf muscle as well. And again, you can come up, stop, rest as you need to. It's a little bit of a thigh burner this. Let's see if we can go 2 more on each side. Wonderful. And that nice smooth control. Try and keep everything from the pelvis centered up, nice and relaxed, and then come up. Give those legs a shake if you need to, and then let's go back down. So again, knees are soft, hands are on the hips or forward. We can stick with level 1, where we tuck the heel up and then released. If you want to take it up a notch, we're going to take both heels up, then release. Both heels up, and then release. Now, if anyone's finding that's a little bit too harsh on the knees, another option we can have is keeping the legs straight and just doing a nice simple heel raise here. Again, hands on the hips, hand forward. Really trying to make sure that pressure comes through the centre of the feet. Okay, so a couple of options there for you to work with. The beauty of Pilates is we can take it up to whatever option we feel like doing, and it can always be adjusted for everyone. So let's see if we can keep going there, ladies. Last few. Keep that chest lifted, keep breathing, just nice, relaxed breathing through the nose, out through the mouth. And we've got 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And release. Well done. Give those legs a little shake, so heels looking to the bottom. And then we're just going to stretch out those leg muscles. So we're going to turn side on. We're going to bring that right leg forward, that left leg behind. We want to keep that back leg straight, and again when we're doing our calf stretches, just making sure that heel stays glued to the mat. We're keeping the hips forward, we're going to bend that front knee, keep that back leg straight, and just taking it to that point where we're getting that nice stretch and release through the calf. Nice relaxed breathing, and we're holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, nice and slowly, let's change it over. So taking that front leg forward, we've got that back leg, knee nice and straight, heel is glued to the mat, hips are pointing forwards rather than rotated. And again, we've got that chest lifted as we push that front knee forward. Nice stretch there in that calf area after all those heel raises. And we're holding it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and slowly, let's change over. So again, it's really important we get that foundation right, so spread the toes into the mat. Make sure we feel nice and balanced. And again, we're bending that front knee, back leg stays straight. Now option 1, we can just hold it here. Option 2, we can add in some spinal movement. So we take the hands onto the thigh, and it might be that feels enough there. We're getting that nice release and stretch through the spine. If you're happy to, you can walk yourself down. So you might come to the shin, but if you can take it a little bit deeper. Just be careful that that heel stays glued down. Chin relax into the chest. Really breathing in through the nose to the sides and back of the rib cage. A nice big exhale and release here. And when you're ready to come back up, ladies, push those feet into the mat. 2 options. We can walk the hands back up, or we can simply push through the feet to come back up. Lifting, and let's change over. So last one here now as we bend that front knee. Back leg staying straight. We want to set that good foundation to make sure you feel nice and secure. And again, option 1, we might just want to hold it here. Option 2, we bring the hands onto the thigh. And again, that might feel enough for your spine. And if you're happy to, you can join me walking down the front to your shin, your ankle, perhaps to the mat. Chin relax into the chest. Nice big inhale. Big breath out. And using that exhale to soften the body. Enjoy that gorgeous stretch there. And again, when you're ready to come back up, press the feet into the mat. You can walk the hands back up, or you can simply use those core muscles a little bit more and bring yourself back up. Wonderful. So hopefully we're feeling a little bit warmer, a little bit more energized. We're going to use that Pilates circle now, ladies. So with your circle, we're going to start first of all, again, just getting used to it. So we're going to add in some side body stretching. So for this, we're going to want that padded handle on your hip, and your other hand is just resting with the elbow soft, and again, shoulder nice and relaxed. We're going to take that left hand up and nice and slowly taking it into our mermaid stretch. So we're using that circle, pressing it into the body, and then releasing that hand to shoulder height. So left hand comes over, press that circle into the hip, and then release. So a really gorgeous way to open up the rib cage. If we're feeling a bit stiff there, can feel quite nice. And let's use that breathing as we exhale over. Inhale to release. Exhale over. Inhale to release. And we've got 3 more here. 2 more. 1 more. And relax. Well done. Let's take it to that left side. So again, we want the handle just on the hip, shoulder relaxed, elbows slightly bent. We're going to reach and lengthen through that right side, feet staying pressed into the mat. And when you're ready, ladies, we're going to take that right arm overhead, gentle little pressure on the circle, and then bring that hand back to shoulder level. Again, we take that hand up and over, that nice reaching through the rib cage, and then release as we exhale over. Inhale, relax. Exhale over. Inhale, relax. And again, side to side, sometimes it might feel a little bit different. So take it easy, stretch as you feel comfortable. And sometimes having the circle there just helps really deepen that stretch through the side body. Let's see if we can go for 3 more. 2 more. Last one there. And then release. Fantastic. Now we're going to come back to that nice wide squat position. So we want the toes at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. We've got the heels in that nice alignment. And we're going to start to give this circle now a little bit of a squeeze, warm up the wrists and the hands. So a little tip when we're squeezing, ladies, you probably want your thumbs just nice and relaxed, and we've got the palms either side. And just to begin with, shoulders are nice and relaxed, we've got that chest lifted. Slowly you're going to squeeze that circle and really slowly release, so we're controlling that. Nice big squeeze and then release. And again, you can choose how much resistance. That's the beauty of using these. You're in control of how much resistance and therefore how much effort you're using. So you can see how the wrists feel there. And we're going to add in that breathing now to help with that deeper core connection. So as we squeeze, we exhale as if we're blowing out for a little straw. And we inhale through the nose to release. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, keep it going. And the idea of that pursed-lip breathing, it helps us to get that deeper core connection. You might feel that gentle tightening in the lower abdominal muscles. 2 more here. Last one. And then release. Perfect. Now we're going to combine that with our squat. So this time, ladies, we're going to soften those knees. As we come down into our squat, we squeeze that circle. And as we come back up, release that pressure. So we come down into our squat, circle, squeeze. Slowly release. Fantastic. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling back up. Perfect. Exhale. Inhale. And again, thinking about that good squat technique. Keep those heels glued to the floor. Really pushing through those feet as we come back up. Get those bottom muscles nice and active. We've got 3 more. Well done. And 2. And 1. And then release. Brilliant. Now this time, ladies, we're going to use a circle but without the squeeze. So this time I'd recommend placing your thumbs just inside that padded handle part. We're going to bring circles to the chest. We're going to come down and hold that squat. So the lower you go, the harder work it is. I'll let you pick how low you wish to go. Shoulders are relaxed down the back. And then we're just going to push that circle forward and then draw it back. So a little chest press away and draw back. Again, we're not squeezing here, ladies. We're just using that circle just to provide that extension through the arms. And pull back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep it going. Feeling those legs now, feeling that burn. So come up and stop and rest as you need to, but if you can, we've got 4 more here. Well done. And 3. You've got this, keep going, last 2. And then final 1. Come back in, release those legs and relax. Wonderful, ladies. Now last little bit of hard work in standing. We're gonna bring that circle. So we've got the padded bit on the chunky part of our calf muscles, and we're going to put a little bit of pressure on there to activate our inner thigh muscles as well. So we're going to take it into our heel raising exercises. Again, hands can stay on the hips, so you might find for this, hands forward, it gives us that little bit of balance. We're going to press on that circle, nice and slowly. We're going to rise up onto the heels, and then really slowly release those heels down. Brilliant. Nice and slowly come back up. And then releasing down. It's a little bit trickier. It's going to work your balance. It's going to work the strength in those leg muscles. And again, find your kind of balance point. It doesn't have to be that full heel raise as we normally would do. You might just come up halfway initially, just to test the water. See how it feels, but more importantly, we want to keep that pressure through the centre of the feet. Well done. We've got 4 more. Fantastic. And 3, 2. And then on that last one, ladies, see if we can hold it up there for 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Let's pop that circle down for a moment. We're just going to stretch it off now into our roll down exercise. So just a nice way to come down onto the mat. We're going to soften the knees, hands around the front of the thighs. Nice big inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And again, you can keep a nice generous bend through the knees as we take it down. Again, you can always keep the hands on the thigh just to give us that support. Or if you're happy to, release the hands away, chin relax into the chest. Have a breath or two here. And then we're going to press the feet into the mat. Draw those lower tummy muscles in as we press ourselves back up. Extending nice and slowly, lifting the head, rolling the shoulders. And we'll just go for 1 more there. So again, nice big inhale. Nice big exhale. Again, just releasing any tension away from the backs of the legs, spine. Take it down to where you feel comfortable here. Chin relax into the chest. Nice big breath in. Big breath out. And then come and walk it down onto the mat. Taking hands underneath the shoulders, knees wide underneath the hips. And we'll just do a few cat-cow stretches here. So bringing that chin to the chest, pressing those hands into the mat. And then lifting that head to look forward. Allow your lower back to arch, tailbone lifts. And again, chin comes down to the chest. Press your hands into the mat. Feel that lovely stretch through the upper back. And then lifting that head to look forward. Allow the lower back to arch, tailbone lifts. And this is one of my favourites. I always put this in a Pilates class just because we all need it, our spines love it, everyone can do it because there's lots of different ways we can vary it. You can do a standing version, seated version, and it's just a great way to get that spine opening up, create that movement. And you can choose how deep you wish to go. You might not take it as deep as I am. If your spine's not happy there, wonderful. And then after that next one, let's come back to our centre position and we're going to take it down onto the mat. So last little bit of hard work with our circle. We're going to pop it between our knees. So the idea is, come and lie yourself down. We want the padded handle bit again, just on the inside of the knees. And we're going to get those inner thigh muscles working. You can either use a little pillow or a towel underneath your head for a bit more support for the neck. Make sure that rib cage, pelvis alignment is in that nice neutral position, so spine is happy. Hands can stay on the mat. And then when you're ready there, we're just going to squeeze that circle. Again, like we did with the hands, as much pressure as you feel you want between the knees, and really slowly relaxing. So we squeeze, bringing the knees together, that little bit of resistance, and then open the knees to relax. We exhale as we squeeze, and we inhale through the nose to release. Again, that pursed lip breathing as we exhale and squeeze. And inhale to release. And you can always pop your hands on your lower tummy and you can feel that nice activation as we squeeze and that release as we let go. Wonderful. Let's go for 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. And release. Now we're going to add in our bridge exercise. So again, we can do this without the circle, but with the circle, we're just getting that deeper activation. So we're going to give that circle a little squeeze. Nice and slowly then with our hands on the floor, we're going to peel that lower back up off the mat just to where we feel comfortable, always ensuring that hips stay below the knees. And then keep that squeeze on the circle until we lower down. So mid back, lower back, bum comes down, and then relax that squeeze off. Okay, and let's go again. So we're going to squeeze that circle, press our hands and feet into the mat as we slowly lift up. Keep that little squeeze on as we lower our backs down level by level through the vertebrae. When the bum comes down, relax off. Wonderful. And let's keep it going. So we squeeze and exhale up. Inhale to lower and release. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale to lower. Brilliant. Keep that going there. And the trick of it is, especially when we're using the circle, is we want to try and keep the hips nice and level with that bridge exercise, so the circle makes it a little bit more challenging. And also, if you're finding that's going well, we can stay at that level off of the last few. If you want to make yourself work a little bit harder, bring those hands over the shoulders. So automatically then we've got to work that little bit harder to keep those hips balanced. And obviously you can again do this without the circle if you want a little bit of a break from it. So see how you feel. Nice and slowly release. And let's just go for one more here. That little squeeze, that slow controlled lift. Release yourself down. And then relax. Perfect. Right. Let's do a little stretch off now just to finish. So we're going to take that left knee into the chest. Right leg lengthens. And just relax that breath. Feel that nice stretch through the hips, through the bottom muscles. And then when you're ready, draw that right knee into the chest. Left leg lengthens again. We're getting that nice stretch and release through the hip. And then from here, bring both knees into the chest. Give your back that little massage side to side. And then release those feet down. We're going to roll onto the side. Have a little moment if you need to. Oh, when you're ready, come and press yourself up. And then just last few little stretches here. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. So we're stretching those inner thigh muscles. And again, equal weight on both sitting bones. If the knees are up here, don't worry about it. Take it to where you feel comfortable. And we can always add in that little pulse there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees together. And again, we can keep the knees in front or we can cross the legs, whatever feels more comfortable. And just to finish, let's take it into our mermaid. So left hand comes up, right hand on the mat. As we take it over into that nice side bend, try and keep your left buttock on the mat if you can, so you're getting that nice deep stretch. Release. And then that right hand comes up. Left hand stays on the mat as we come up and over. And then release. So we'll just go one more each way. Inhaling. Exhaling. And release. Wonderful. And last time there as we inhale up. Exhale over. And then release. Wonderful. So that was my Pilates circle workout. Hopefully you're feeling a bit more energized, a little bit more awake. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it and stay tuned because there'll be more videos on their way. Thank you for joining me.